The unbeaten dream is over. I can't believe it. I actually thought that the unbeaten dream was on. I honestly thought that we could have done it, but it wasn't to be. Instead, we're just going to have to win the Champions League, aren't we? No, can't even do that. We're going to be out of the Champions League in no time, and we're going to go out with quite the whimper by the looks of it. We're literally not going to be even a challenge to most teams. You know when you see a dog on the street, right, and they literally have the most least aggressive bark you've ever seen in your life? That's us in the Champions League. Like every other team's like a big dog, quite literally, barking down to us, and we're just like, woof. That's us right now. We're literally doing nothing. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 22 of the AC Milan Wake the Sleeping Giant series here on Football Manager 2021. And in today's episode, we have got an almighty derby to be playing. It is going to be AC Milan versus Roma. Obviously, both teams having a pretty significant rivalry since they probably both existed. I'm not too sure the history behind the rivalry, but they do have a pretty significant rivalry, which we're going to be going into today. And hopefully, we will be coming out on top against Roma. It is away from home, so it is going to be quite the difficult game. So if we do lose this, this is going to be an upsetting time for me. But of course, in the last episode, which was the 1-0 win away at Real San Sebastian, courtesy of obviously Belotti getting us a late goal. Since then, we've played 4 games, of which we've only won 1. 2 games, albeit, have been in the Champions League, and our Champions League campaign isn't going brilliantly, and 1 in the league. So I think what we're going to go to is the Champions League first. We're going to do it in reverse a little bit, because the Champions League is important. So is the league, but the Champions League is like the Champions League, and everyone loves the Champions League. So we are currently in 3rd place at the moment, with Shakhtar, Manchester City both getting wins against us, which really does put us in a little bit of a dilemma, because obviously Shakhtar and City are very, very good sides, and arguably, other than Shakhtar, you'd probably say City are the team that's better than us. So we have already lost 2 games, and we need to start winning if we do want to progress into the next round. We will get onto the results in just a second, but yeah, it's not looking good. Obviously, Real San Sebastian are still on 3 points, the same as us, so they could very well overtake us if we don't start winning, and we could end at the bottom of our group. What does the board want from me from Champions League? They want us to They want us to reach the minimum reach first knockout round, so the pressure is on here to actually get us into the top 2, and with the recent results, it's not looking great. But before we go into that, the first game that we did play after the last episode was an away tie against Benevento, who are surprisingly, apparently pretty good in Serie A. I actually thought I'd never really heard of them. Obviously, I've heard them as a place, but I've never sort of watched them play, so I didn't know how good they were. I sort of assumed that they wouldn't be that good. But they are mid-table, and they have been mid-table pretty... Actually, they've been fighting for relegation the past 2 years, so maybe I was sort of right to assume that they shouldn't be doing as well as they are, but they are currently mid-table. Obviously, they are within touching distance of the Europa League spots as well, so they do have something to fight for a little bit. But we did lose 2-1 against these boys. A very poor result, and as you can see, a very poor performance as well. We absolutely dominated from start to finish. They had 3 shots on target, 2 of which they scored. We had 15 shots, 7 on target. We scored 1. And they were extraordinarily lucky, to the point where we had a goal disallowed in the 91st minute from Belotti. And to say there was tears would be an understatement. And if you think I'm crying now, wait till you see the next game. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to let you guess, but just wait until you see the next game. But they did go 2-0 up initially, very early on in the first half, and I was quite concerned that this was going to be a little bit of a demolition job for us. But thankfully, Belotti got a goal before half-time, and unfortunately, we were not able to break the barriers down. until the 91st minute, and Belotti strayed offside, literally by a foot, literally by a toe, he went offside. And do you want to know something? Alex, assistant referee, would have allowed that. So VAR, FA, scrap it and get me in. Get Alex, assistant referee, in, because clearly it's what doesn't cause controversy. So you know where I am, FA. Ring me. So the next game was a Champions League away match against Shakhtar Donetsk. And remember the whole tears thing? It happened again. We had an offside goal in the last minute again, except it wasn't the 91st, it was the 96th minute. And to say I was furious and close to ultimate tears, to the point where I was like, what's the point? It's close. It was close. I'm not going to lie to you. It was close. I was fuming. And the worst thing is, they got an 88th minute goal. So, 88th minute goal, 96th minute offside goal, fuming. And I couldn't believe that we hadn't won this game. And once again, you'd probably say that Shakhtar had more. They did have more shots than us. However, we had the expected goal. And, well, to say we got FM'd, well, I won't say we got FM. We definitely got FM'd against Benevento. But Shakhtar definitely putting up more of a challenge than Benevento, which is slightly annoying. But I feel like we were once again unlucky. I don't think these two losses were necessarily a true reflection of how bad or good our side was. Like, we didn't score two last-minute goals, so it's not really a massive issue. Then we did go to Verona came to our home ground, the San Siro, and we absolutely destroyed them 3-0. Very easy result. I sort of expected to win this at home. Lacazette, Grimaldo and Belotti getting themselves on the score sheet. Corona not able to get himself on the score sheet with an offside goal in the 26th minute. We're getting a lot of offside goals. And Corona is struggling a little bit this year. At the moment, he's on a 6.71 rating, despite the fact he's got 3 assists, 1 goal in 7. So potentially something to keep an eye on. I might actually play David Neres in this game instead of Corona, see if we can give Corona a little bit of a kick up the backside. But yeah, 3-0 at home, lovely stuff. And then we had a Man City game in the Champions League once again at home. And that whole whimper thing, yeah, it happened again. We went out with a whimper. They scored 2. Sterling, Luis Felipe, Haaland missed a pen. And the annoying thing is, Haaland missed the pen, Sterling scored straight after. So, I was fuming. Like, we're getting a lot of bad luck at the moment, I feel like. We're getting a lot of bad luck, albeit looking at the stats, City did deserve to win. But, yeah, Grimaldo getting a red card in the 51st minute definitely didn't help our cause. But, yeah, that does leave us, as I said, in a little bit of a precarious position in the Champions League. And I don't really want to be upsetting my board. But the heartbreaking thing is that we are not going to be unbeaten. We are not going to be the Serie A Invincibles. Obviously, they're still next year, potentially. But we have lost our first game, but we are still 2 points clear of Napoli, and we can potentially extend our lead by 6 points to Lazio in third if we get a win against Roma. And obviously, Roma are in fifth, so this is not going to be an easy game by any means. It's going to be an incredibly tough game, especially with a rivalry. So if we don't see at least 4 red cards, it's going to be a little bit of a disappointment. But speaking of performances, let's take off Corona and let's play David Neres. As David Neres performed, he has, to be fair, 2 goals, 1 assist in 5 appearances. He has been complaining about first-team football recently, David Neres, so this is his chance to sort of perform, really. He's got his opportunity and hopefully he'll be able to take it. We are playing Bartolini in centre-back a lot more. Now, some of you might be questioning why I'm doing that, but I feel like this guy has our hopes and dreams over the next few years. Such a good centre-back. And if he can form a good partnership with Roger, we could have a really good centre-back partnership for years to come. Unfortunately, the Wang is injured for 4 to 8 days. So the Wang is out for this game, annoyingly. If any of you make the joke about, you know, the Wang having an injury to a certain body part, get your mind out the gutter because it's absolutely disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. But with him injured, that does mean we do have to play Conti at right back, which is not a terrible option. Obviously, he's quite he's a good player to have as a backup. But the back line is pretty similar to what you'd expect. We're still getting Kies in goal, who is slowly but surely progressing. Midfield and attacking trio all ready to go. Now, I'm not too sure what I want to say for this game. I'm not too sure what to expect. I feel like it's either going to be an absolute demolition job from us, or we're going to get absolutely battered. I can't see this being a draw, especially with it being a derby. Obviously, we have the likes of... did any of these actually come through the ranks? I think they did, right? Filippo came through the ranks. He did. So Filippo will know about the rivalry. So I fully expect him to get sent off. 17 bravery, 12 aggression. He's going to be sent in for assault if he's not careful. So we need to keep an eye on that. So, yeah, Corona's out of the side, and we go in with David Neres. Now, Roma have a pretty strong... They do have Serginho Dest. I'm assuming he's on loan. They don't have anyone really I recognise. Bardi, Dennis Dragus, I recognise him from a Twitch save. Gianluca Mancini, and I expect a win. We're putting the pressure on the boys here. We're going to put the pressure on them a little bit because... You know, it's a big game. It is a big game. And in terms of our league title aspirations, this could be massive for us. So let's see how we get on. Right, very early chance, 5 minutes in. And it looks like it is going to be for Roma unless we can get ourselves a counter-attack. Right. Can someone explain to me what's just happened? Can someone just explain to me what's just happened? Yes, I will tell you what's just happened there, Alex. Basically, a cross has gone in and your keeper's decided to play peekaboo with the ball, and he's opened his eyes too late, and the ball's gone past him because he's an absolute moron. I cannot believe that's just happened. That was absolutely ridiculous. What is Anquias doing there? And that is not a great start with 1-0 down already, and that does put us in a... That does put us in an awkward situation. And we have got the better of the game by the looks of it. We are starting to get into the game a little bit. However, we're not really creating anything. If they go 2-0 up, this is going to be painful. Okay, thank God. If that, basically anything that goes on target now, there's a risk that the goalkeeper's just not going to try and save it. So, you know, fantastic stuff. And looks like we're going to be going into half time, maybe. No, there looks like there is going to be a chance. Hopefully... For us, it's taken a significantly long time. Bartolini. Oh my God. Right. What are we doing? Like, what are we actually doing here? Right then, going into half time, I'm not happy at all. We haven't created a single thing, and we probably are going to have to change something here. David Neres has struggled, so we're going to bring Eric Lamela on. Obviously, a little bit of a playmaker. Hopefully, he can create something. We're going to change Belotti to an advanced forward, and what we're going to do, we're going to go a little bit more narrower, and we are going to ask Grimaldo to stay. We are asking him to stay wider, and we're going to ask him to stay wider as well. So we're going to ask to look for the overlap and focus play down the left. Try and focus on getting Grimaldo in that open space behind their fullback to see if we can get a potential chance, because obviously Grimaldo's a little bit of a threat down that side, and we are passing into space. We are going to slow down the tempo a little bit, see if we can change something. Right, corner, set piece, goal here, and we're back in it. Right, it's cleared away. Bartolini, Florentino, Grimaldo. What I'm worried here is we are going to get counter-attacked. Florentino, Bartolini. I don't know why centre-back's getting the ball quite a lot, and that's what we're looking for. Grimaldo, Lacazette, ball in. That is what we wanted to exploit. Their fullbacks out of position, keeping an eye on the likes of Belotti, and our inside forward leaves a lot of space for Grimaldo. And what a lovely ball this is. First time, Lamela, the substitute, gets himself a goal, and he has just immediately made himself a fan favourite for the AC Milan fans. And there is another chance here, and it looks... Oh, God, no. We are... Right. What a save, Anquias! Oh, my God. You've just saved our bacon there. And is this going to be a chance for us, maybe? Great save from Anquias with a potential chance for us to counter-attack. I think it's a little bit too late for us to go on the counter-attack. Like I said, it's going through. And it's a great ball for Lamela. What an impact he's going to have. Benacer. I thought it was it. Mate, Roma are under the cosh at the moment. Can we take advantage of this? They are really struggling. Conte on the right-hand side. Belotti. This is the space that we wanted. Get that, please, Conte. Let's not fall for a counter-attack here. Castrovilli. What a ball. He's offside. He's not offside. 2-1. What a comeback from the boys. Tactical. What can only be called tactical master over here. That is going to be my new nickname. You will have to, talk to me as Sir. That looked offside. But what a ball by Castrovilli, creating some fantastic space in out wide. And obviously drawing their fullbacks out of position. And Castrovilli with a lovely ball. And Belotti's not going to miss from there. And that does give us the 2-1 lead. And there is another chance here. We have really come out of the flying blocks here. Florentino, Grimaldo, and it looks like they are aware of what's happening, but they still can't stop it. Lacazette, ball into Mil Castrovilli, and Lacazette. Oof, right, we're going to start time wasting, I think, and we are. I mean, can we just appreciate how good of an impact Lamella's had? Creative force out on the right hand side looks like what we needed at the time, and this will be a fantastic 3 points if we can see it out. Grimaldo, Florentino. I'm not going to make any changes because I don't want to invite pressure. Benacer, Grimaldo. It's a poor ball. And this is what concerns me, is that they're going to... I mean, it's not a great ball out, though. Benacer, Grimaldo. Got so much space. Lacazette. Florentino. Conti. Castrovilli. Game, set, and match. Let's go, boys. What a comeback. 1-0 down. Looked like Roma were pretty unlucky not to be 2 or 3 goals up. But what football this is. Conti with an unreal shot. Hits the crossbar. And Lacazette's not going to miss from that distance. And what a result this is. I'm so happy. And this could be an embarrassment for Roma here. Their fans are not going to be happy. However, they have got a chance here. Serginho Dest. And it's somehow cleared away. And a potential counter-attack. And it's a poor ball from Eric Lamela. However, Belotti is trying to chase. And we are putting the pressure on Roma quite a lot. And if they get a goal here, it is going to be squeaky bum time a little bit. But the boys don't let up. And it's a big ball. And we are just clearing it away as quick as we can. I'm not too sure if this is a chance or not. Pedro, great ball. And it's a great tackle. No. Right. Okay, let's... Belotti, you're coming off, mate. We need a centre-back. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do... The Bombay doors are shut, ladies and gentlemen. The Bombay doors are well and truly shut. They're not going to win. They are not going to win. Not a chance. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically do all this. We're going to do... Pass into space. And we're going to do... regroup, hold shape. No. And we're gonna invite pressure. However, get stuck in, and ladies and gentlemen, the game is well and truly over. So see you in a bit, Roma. Get good at the game, mate. 3-2 win. Let's go, boys. That is massive. That is absolutely massive. 1-0 down to win 3-2 away at Roma, and that must put daylight between us and the other teams. 5 points clear of of Atalanta in 4th. Napoli did win against... Who did Napoli win against? Fiorentina. Juventus beating Verona. And boy, is this looking good at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. It's looking very, very good for the boys. And I think what we're going to do, we are going to come back for... Ooh. We're going to come back for the Shakhtar game. I've decided. We're going to come back for the Shakhtar game because that game might potentially be huge for getting into the first knockout round. So that is just under a month's time. Just over a month's time. So, yeah, let's go full face. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're having a fantastic morning, evening, or afternoon where you are. And once again, Twitter and Twitch is here. Make sure you give me a follow. Long-term save is starting tomorrow, this being the December the 18th. Not starting, but the long-term is going to be announced tomorrow. So make sure you're on. Make sure you go and follow me on Twitch. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have a fantastic Thursday afternoon, and we'll see you very soon. Goodbye.